The link to download your strategic maps is below, but before you go anywhere, and this is really important, they will only be as good as the way you complete them and the detail that you put into them. Okay. And so that's why I want to show you some of this. In the school community, you can access this free for 7 days. You can have as much as you want, 24 hours a day for 7 days. Even after that, you can get it as cheap as £1 a day if you want to stay within the community, but there is no obligation to do that. Once you land on the school community, I'll give you a quick 90-second on how to get the most out of it. But this is where the value lies in the community. Firstly, there is every single day, there's what I call inspiration, education, motivation, a post that will talk to you and teach you a lesson. Every day, starting positive, not with news, not with drab, not with negative, but, and then people in the community are talking about those things. You can engage with the community, you can share, you can ask them. So Kate's asked a question there, Scott's asked a question there, Jordan's asked a question there. You can ask people in this community, other entrepreneurs like you, who do you know that can do lead gen? Who do you know that's good at advertising? Who do you know that's good at this? But, and here's the magic. This is where the magic really happens. These are the classrooms, okay? I'm going to teach you in these classrooms the things that took me, for instance, from bankruptcy to building a business in 20 countries that then led to me retiring at 46, never having to work again and being asked to be a secret millionaire. It's easy for me to do that. If you click on that lesson in there are about 10 hours. Each lesson, you can print off the outline to that lesson and you can scribble all over it. You can read it if you want, but equally, I'm going to guide you through that lesson and talk you and literally talk and walk you. So I set a goal when through that lesson. Okay. That's all in there for you. And it's really important to take some time to go through that. It's not just about me though. A lot of my lessons have come from people who are even more successful than I am, a level of success I can only dream of. People like Charlie Mullins, 15-year-old plumber, sold for 146 million. Neville Wright, worth 200 million pounds, but was a dyslexic ADHD window cleaner who learned and developed and grew. The wisdom, the experience that you can access is all in here. This one, strategies of the self-made. Now in there, let's take Charlie as an example. We got the podcast on video for you to watch, to you to listen, for you to learn, but more than that, because you can get that from a good podcast. More than that though, what we've got here are the 12 principles that took him from there, unqualified 15-year-old to 150 million pound fortune. You can read through what were those principles? How are you doing relative to those principles? How could you adapt, adopt, and introduce to your business those principles? They're all there. And you know what? Most of them are applicable to every type of business, whether you're a dentist, an architect, a plumber, it doesn't matter. These principles are universally valuable if you implement them. More than that though, beyond giving you the podcast, giving you the 12 principles, you can even print off a template where you can set your own goal. You can say, in that area, 24/7, in that area, advertising, in that area, building winning teams. How do I rate at the moment out of 5? What goal am I going to set to improve from being 2 out of 5 to 4 out of 5, let's say, and then a completion date by which to do that. And I've talked before in my lessons about why that's important. This little thing here, think you can't learn, think you didn't do well at school, you didn't fail at school, they failed you. I talk through in just 11 minutes in this lesson how you can 3x your learning in 11 minutes. I can change the way you learn, the degree of what you retain in 11 minutes. That could be bullshit, but hey, I got awarded an honorary doctorate of education for my ability to learn and teach others. I'm a behavioral profiler. I know how that changes you and how to connect directly with different parts of your brain. That lesson's in here. This strategy is a self-made. I want to go back to it. Alfie Best, born in a lay-by in Leicestershire, Gypsy Caravan. There's the podcast there. More importantly, the masterclass, those principles that took Alfie through to a 1.2 billion pound wealth. Wouldn't you like to know what those are? Wouldn't you want to learn them? Wouldn't you want to measure yourself against them? Wouldn't you want to adopt and adapt those for yourself? And those are there. Again, the next step. What are you going to do? How's that going to apply to your business? and setting some goals therein. And we can go through every week. I drop a new masterclass by a millionaire, multi-millionaire, decamillionaire, centimillionaire, or billionaire that's achieved it against all odds. And you can see there's over 70 of them every week. We drop a new one. And that's just in one of the classrooms. Okay. There's other classes. There's ways that you can earn thousands of pounds a month just by recommending other people to this platform if you want. And there are classes that I'm working on at the moment, which haven't even been shared yet, but will be in the coming weeks. So yeah, you can drop the templates, you can use them if you want, but the real value, the real gold will come from learning these lessons. You can set whatever time you think you've got, 15 minutes a day, half hour a day, an hour a day can change your life. And these lessons are here for you for free for 7 days. And if you want to stay part of the community thereafter, it's just £1 a day. Now, you might think 15 minutes a day can't make the difference. Let me tell you, there's a grand piano behind me. There's a cello there. It's a French horn. My daughter became an amazing concert musician by practicing her instruments just 15 minutes a day. I changed my life by reading books 15 minutes a day. How much time are you willing to commit if it could change your life? The lessons I teach, the mentoring I give, doubles people's business in 90 days. Again and again and again. And it's all here for you. Enjoy.